Good morning. Happy Friday, everyone. I'm Donna Goodwin. I'm with Winged Horse Designs, and I'm an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator located in Brookings, South Dakota. Today, I am uploading this video for you. Let's see, here we go. This video for you of a crossover card. There's a lot of different ways we can make it, but I'm just going to show you one. So I'm going to switch cameras, and we're going to go ahead and get started. Okay, here's a better look at it. A crossover card can be anything. Typically, it starts with a gatefold, and this one is a gatefold. And then you could use strips like I've done here, or you can use shapes, anything that crosses from one side over to the other, and it becomes a crossover card. So I've actually put a little piece up here that I've used to lock this one piece. So this piece tucks in underneath here, but then I did two strips going one way and the other one going that way. I chose to use three because I just really love this pretty paper that's retiring at the end of the month. And then on the inside, I just simply have a leaf. So it's a great little card. It just says hello there that you can send to anyone for any occasion. Now let's see. The stamp set that I've chose to use today for my demonstration is Nature's Prints. It is carrying over into the new catalog. And we're going to use this little fern here and just that hello there stamp. I chose to use Sweet Sorbet for my card base. These pieces out here. And the measurements will be in the description, so you won't need to write them down. It's 5.5 inches by 8.5 inches and then scored at 2 1/4 inches from each side, so that we'll get our standard 4 1/4 inches by 5.5 inch card. So I'm just going to give those a good fold. And so there's the beginnings of our card base, a gatefold. Then you're going to need, for the design that I chose, you're going to need 3 strips of Sweet Sorbet that are 1 1/4 inches by 4 inches. A piece of basic white that's 4 by 5 1/4 for the inside. I have this stitch circle shape that I cut out from the Stitch Shapes, which is a retired die set, but the new Stylist Shapes will work quite nicely. Getting a little frog in my throat. And some designer series papers. So I have 2 sheets that measure 1 7/8 by 5 1/4 inches for my 2 gatefold panels. And then for my strips, I have 3 pieces that measure 1 inch by 3 3/4 inches. So let's just do some quick stamping and put it together. This is a super fast, easy card to do. I'm using Sweet Sorbet, so this is kind of a monochromatic look on this one. But who says that ferns and leaves are strictly for the fall, and who says they have to be green or browns, and who says that browns are only good, oranges and browns are only for the fall? We can have them in the spring and summer as well. So I'm just going to stamp hello there on my little circle. That's going to be my latch mechanism. And then for the inside, I'm going to bring in a piece of scrap paper here. I'm going to stamp off because this is kind of a bright color and I want it to be soft on the inside. So I'm going to stamp off my fern once and then stamp it again so that it's more of a pinkish hue. Sweet Sorbet is a pink, but I want it to be even pinker yet. Okay, I got a little bit of a smudge here, so I'm going to flip it over and do it again. And then I'm just going to take just a little rag here, spritz it with a little bit of stamp cleaner, and I'm going to get rid of all this excess ink that I got on the edge, which caused me to have that little mark earlier. So we'll stamp off. Much better. I don't have a halo this time. That's all the stamping there is to this. This card, like I said, is very fast, quick, and easy. It is considered a fun fold, of course, and I love fun folds. So I'm just going to glue these 2 pieces onto the front panels. If you're enjoying this video, please do like, comment, and share with your friends. Likes and shares and comments for your friends. Comments for me. I love comments. I just like to know what you like. It gives, sometimes if you have questions, now this isn't a live, so I won't be entertaining questions live, but I can certainly answer questions in the comments as you're watching this video. Comments help me decide what to do next as well. If there are a lot of comments leaning one direction, then I know that that's something someone would like to see, whether it be techniques or fun folds or just occasions. So I'm going to glue the inside in. And then I'm going to glue these strips on. Even the backside's fun. It looks like splatters of paint. This particular designer series paper came in 3 colors. It came in this Calypso Coral, Night of Navy, and Evening Evergreen. Or no, Starry Sky and Evening Evergreen. So I kept these measurements all super simple, except that you do have 1/8 of an inch on this one and on the fold on there as well. But other than that, they're pretty easy because they're 1/4 of an inch measurements. And some of these products, as you come in and watch this video, depending on what time you're watching it, may already be sold out, but you can always find this is such an easy design that you can use it with just about any paper, any color. And if you don't like the crossover, if you like standard cards, just open cards, you could just simply glue the panels on a regular fold card. Now, I did actually cut this so that, okay, so here's how I want to lay these panels out. I'm going to start with my center panel, and I'm going to flip my card, and I'm going to look for where about I think the inside or the center of this is. When I only have 3 panels, and then I'm going to glue, I know I want it glued on this side, so I'm just going to put, by flipping it this way, I know exactly where my glue needs to go. And that looks pretty close to center for me. And then these two I'm going to glue on this side. And I'm just going to center this one between this and the bottom. And the same thing with this piece. And I'm going to bring this in and do it with a Stampin' Dimensional. If you're new to me and you need a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator and you're located in Brooklyn, or if you're located in the United States, excuse me, there's my April host code. I'd love to be your demonstrator if you don't already have one. Now I only want to put my dimensionals up here because I need this lower piece here. So I'm going to do kind of from the half up. I don't need 3 of them, but I think 2 will hold just nicely. But it does help to put them on correctly. There we go. And I'm just going to put a little bit of this edge on the top of this center panel so that it can act as a locking mechanism to hold this in, or hold it flat, you might say. And let's finish this card off with some pretty embellishments. I'm going to use my Take Your Pick tool to pick these up. If you're new to me, you can find me at my website, Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram, all under the title Winged Horse Designs. So I'm going to put a couple here on this side. And I really don't want a very big one there, and the only little one I have left is this little blue one. So we'll just go ahead and use this blue anyway, because even with that little blue one, it still looks really nice. And there you have a quick crossover card. It just simply tucks underneath here slightly and opens up. Again, you can use strips, you can use different shapes, you can use anything you want. You can use one strip, two strips, three strips, depending on how wide you want these to be. You could make that, get maybe up to even 5 on there. Whoops, here we go. There we go. So I hope you enjoyed this very short little video on how to do a simple crossover card. I will be back next Friday with, what am I doing next Friday? Next Friday, I'm going to upload a video using a bay window fold. On Monday, I will be live here on Facebook and YouTube. And I haven't decided yet which one of the many different window designs we can do, but I'm going to do a window design. And that's the reason I don't have a sneak peek for you, because I haven't decided yet what I'm going to do. So have a wonderful weekend, everyone. Enjoy this spring weather. Spring has sprung for most of us. And I will see you live Monday, 10 a.m. Central Time, right here. Happy trails.